Tonight in Prince George's County, where Prince George's County police tell us a man is dead after an officer-involved shooting at the National Harbor. Police say that the suspect approached officers with a knife in his hand after he had stabbed two people earlier in the day. Thanks for joining us on WUSA 9 and streaming on WUSA 9 Plus. I'm Larry Miller. Our John Duran tells us that the suspect and the victims knew each other.
Police say they were first called to these apartments in Fort Washington around 8:20 Sunday morning, not too far from the National Harbor. This is where police say the suspect stabbed a man and a woman and set fire to an apartment.
I looked up at the building and I was like, oh my God, that's her building.
Eugene Wood says he knew the woman who was stabbed and the man who allegedly stabbed her. He tells us the suspect and woman who was stabbed were married but separated.
A best friend of my daughter's, her mother, was there with another gentleman. Her husband came to the door, knocked on the door. She opened the door and he bust through the door. He saw, I guess she was there with someone, and he stabbed her and the gentleman and chased them out the house.
Police say after setting the apartment on fire, the suspect drove to the National Harbor, where authorities believe he lived. At around 10 a.m., Prince George's County Police say they received several 911 calls.
The suspect was still armed with a knife and moved towards an officer. The two officers discharged their duty weapons. The suspect was struck unknown amount of times at this point.
The suspect was transported to the hospital where he died. No officers were injured, and the stabbing victims are reported to be in stable but critical condition. Prince George's County Police say this wasn't its first encounter with the suspect.
This individual, with nothing related here today, we have handled that individual in the past. Prince George's County police officers, as well as across the lines in other departments.
Wood says he can't wrap his head around how the father of his daughter's best friend could do this.
And I don't understand because I knew that guy. I knew him. You know, I met him.
In Prince George's County, John Duran, WUSA 9.